Yes, children, we are doing the revision of chapter tissues, and I have shared an assessment question before you. Are you all able to see the shared screen?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you will read the questions carefully and form your answer in your mind. Think of the answer, and then we will be discussing the questions. Okay, at the same time, if you want, you can write down in your notebooks also, because these are assessment questions, so you need to understand it more. Question 1, all of you read question 1. Choose and write the correct answer for each of the following. First, settle yourself, children, properly. What is the problem? Class has started long back. Why you are not settling? And all of you put on your camera. I need to discuss with you. Everybody put on your camera. I want to see. Though whose camera is not on, attendance you are not getting any waves. So keep your camera on. I will strike off your name even after attendance if your camera is not on. When we are doing revision, there is no purpose if you are not allowing me to see you and discuss with you. Yes. Question 1 says, choose and write the correct answer for each of the following. Choose the wrong statement. Out of the 4 statements that are given, you have to choose the wrong statement. Read all the statements carefully. Read all the statements carefully. Read and analyze every statement. Okay, so the nature of matrix differs according to the function of the tissue. Do you understand the meaning of matrix?
Yes, ma'am.
What does matrix mean, children? What does matrix mean?
Ma'am, a fluid jelly-like substance.
Not only jelly-like substance, any ground substance that is all over. Okay? In the cell, when we are talking of the cell, the substance, the ground substance of the entire ground substance.
I'm the fluid portion of cytoplasm.
Yes, usually it is fluid, but sometimes it may be different also. So that is the matrix. So the nature of matrix differs according to the function of the tissue. So this is,
Yes, ma'am.
this is a correct statement, or is it a wrong
Yes.
statement?
Correct statement.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, this is a correct statement.
Correct statement. Fats are stored below the skin. Are fats stored below the skin?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So true.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, this
In
one is
between the
also correct.
internal organs. Are they, this girl is not paying attention. Where are you looking? Specs लगा के स्वास्थी है, ये कौन है? स्वास्थी है? Why you are not paying attention? Kindly pay attention as we are discussing the things. Yes, fats are stored below the skin and in between the internal organs. This statement also seems to be correct. It is a correct
True.
statement. Okay.
Correct.
We
And
have
because
to
of
choose-
adipose tissue.
Yes, we have to choose the wrong statement. So let us analyze the third statement. Epithelial tissues have intercellular spaces between them.
Ma'am, it is wrong.
Ma'am, this is
Statement is
wrong.
wrong.
Ma'am, this one is
Ma'am,
wrong.
this is
Ma'am, they
wrong.
are very tightly
This is
packed.
wrong.
Yes,
Yes,
tightly
ma'am. They
packed.
have no
Ma'am, they are
intercellular space.
tightly,
It's wrong.
tightly packed. Epithelial tissues are tightly packed as they are covering the entire surface of the structure, any structure. Okay. So this statement
Yes, ma'am.
seems to be little wrong. It is wrong. Cells of striated muscles are multinucleate and unbranched. Is it true?
Ma'am, this statement is true.
Ma'am,
This is correct.
true.
This
This is
statement is also true.
Ma'am, it
So
is
we have chosen which is the wrong statement out of these
C
four.
part epithelial
C part
tissue have
epithelial
intercellular
tissues have
space. C part
Have
them.
part.
Yes,
spaces between
this
them.
is the wrong. And what is the correct version of this? Epithelial
At their
tissues have
Ma'am,
intercellular.
epithelial tissue have
tissue are
almost no
tightly
intercellular
Tightly
space
packed.
between them.
Yes, they don't have intercellular spaces between them. Okay, right? So
Yes.
is it clear to
Yes.
all of you? Then next question.
Yes, ma'am.
The water conducting tissue generally present in gymnosperm is, see the options, vessels, sieve tubes, tracheids, and xylem fibers. So
Ma'am,
which is the water
tracheids.
conducting tissue?
Ma'am, tracheids.
It is a part of
Tracheids.
component
Tracheids.
of xylem. We know this, that xylem is made of
Yes, ma'am. Xylem.
cells. So water conducting. So the right option here is tracheids. Okay. Then
Yes, ma'am.
next is nervous tissue is not found in brain.
Ma'am,
Nervous
tendons.
tissue is found
Ma'am,
in
tendons.
C part tendons.
cord, then
Ma'am,
tendons
tendons.
and nerves. So
Ma'am,
all
tendons.
these structures, besides tendons, all these structures, brain, spinal cord, and nerves, they are made up of nervous cells only, isn't it? So
Yes, ma'am.
they
Yes,
all
ma'am.
are made up of nervous tissue except tendons. Tendons are part of connective tissue, so they are not nervous tissue. Okay, is it clear? Next, the muscular tissue which function
Yes,
throughout
ma'am.
the life continuously
Ma'am,
without
cardiac muscle.
fatigue.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
cardiac
cardiac
muscles.
muscles.
Cardiac
Cardiac
muscle.
muscles.
Ma'am, cardiac muscles.
Very good. It is cardiac muscle. What do you mean by without fatigue? What do you understand by the word fatigue?
Ma'am, because ma'am, they do
Ma'am,
not
without
relax.
stopping
Ma'am, with
anytime.
They show continuous movement throughout the life.
ma'am, they
Ma'am, they
always
don't
do
stop
their
at
work.
any time.
Yes. Without tiring. Fatigue का मतलब होता है tiring. Okay. So without tiring means without getting tired, the muscles which work throughout our life, right from birth till death, they are the cardiac muscles. So we will choose this one. Okay. Is it clear? Then next we come to the following questions.
Yes.
These are assertion type of questions, reason and assertion type of questions. So you read the first statement, the assertion statement. What does the assertion statement say? Yeah. Yes, children?
Bone
It says that
and
bones and
cartilage.
cartilage are rigid connective
Bone and
tissues.
cartilage are rigid connective tissue. Is this statement correct? Bone
No,
and
ma'am.
cartilage, are they rigid type of connective tissue?
Ma'am, they have, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, they are true.
Bone and cartilage are rigid connective. Bone is rigid connective tissue, but is cartilage also rigid connective tissue?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No.
Okay. You say it is not correct?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Blood is fluid connective tissue.
Ma'am, true. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
True.
true.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am,
A
true.
is false, but
Ma'am,
R is
A,
true.
option
Ma'am,
D,
D
A
part.
is
A
false,
is
but
false,
R is
but
true.
R is true.
No, listen here. First, you have to think in what way I have told you. We have to make decision in assertion, reasoning type of questions. That first you will see whether the reason statement is correct. So blood is fluid connective tissue. This is correct statement that blood is a fluid connective type of tissue. But is this reason correct for assertion statement? That also you have to decide. Okay? Is it?
ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Is it the correct reason?
No, ma'am. No.
No, no,
No, ma'am.
no, ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am, because the reason is talking
Because
about blood.
the reason
but
is
the
talking
assertion is
about
talking
the
about
fluid
bone and
connective
Ma'am,
tissue only,
about the
ma'am,
blood.
but association statement is talking about the bone and cartilage tissue.
Yes. The reason.
Yes, ma'am.
So the reason is not correct. Okay. But is the
Yes, ma'am.
assertion. So what option will you choose here?
I'm deeper.
Ma'am, D
Ma'am,
part.
D part.
And
A is
D.
false, but R is
D part.
true.
No, bone and cartilage are rigid connective tissue. If they are saying this statement, then bone and cartilage actually come under rigid connective tissue only, children. But the difference is that bone is very hard type of connective tissue and cartilage is soft, but it is rigid. Cartilage is soft connective tissue, but it is rigid, which is solid connective tissue, isn't it? If you compare it with fluid connective tissue, the fluid connective tissue like blood, if you imagine that, if you compare it with cartilage, is cartilage a rigid connective tissue?
Yes, ma'am. If compared to blood.
Yes, sir.
So here they have used the word rigid. So bone and cartilage both are rigid connective tissue. They are not fluid connective tissue, they are rigid connective tissue. Like blood, they are not fluid connective tissue. They are rigid. Among rigid, also
ma'am.
there is a hard tissue and there is a soft tissue. So bone is a very hard tissue and very stony tissue, and cartilage is a soft tissue. So the rigidity, the degree of rigidity differs, but they are rigid connective tissue. So the statement A is, the assertion statement is correct. We will consider the assertion statement bone and cartilage are rigid connective tissue as correct. Have you understood, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
then the answer will be B part.
D
Both
And
A and
Ma'am,
R
the
are true,
answer
but
will
R
be
is
B
not the
part.
correct explanation.
explanation of it.
Yes, and if you see the, if you weigh the correctness of second reason statement, you see that blood is fluid connective tissue. Yes, it is correct that blood is a fluid connective tissue. But this reason is not correct for a statement, assertion statement. Have you understood? So that is why.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is why which option suits us best? Option
Ma'am,
B.
B.
Ma'am, B option.
Ma'am, option B. Ma'am, both
Both
A and R are true,
R
but
are
R
true,
is not
but
the
R
correct
is
not
not
correct
explanation of it.
explanation of it.
So this, I think that for first part, B option is correct. Okay, children, during
Yes, ma'am.
the explanation, I am observing that you are in a hurry to do. Please, I have told you repeatedly that in assertion and reason type of questions, you have to first weigh the correctness of the statement. After that, once you have decided whether this statement is right or wrong, then you have to take another decision also for reason statement. You have to see whether the reason for assertion statement is correct. The reason they are giving, is it holding good for the assertion statement? That you have to analyze and then take decision. Don't be in hurry to say yes or no, right or wrong. Okay? Have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Next question. Xylem and phloem are called vascular tissues. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it is
Ma'am, it's
true.
correct.
Yes, it is absolutely correct. Then see the next reason statement. Vascular tissues conduct water, mineral salts, and food materials to different plant parts. Is this a statement, reason statement correct, children?
Yes, ma'am. It is true.
Yes, ma'am, it is
Ma'am,
also.
it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
also
Correct
true.
is
Ma'am,
B.
A option.
Choose the A part.
Okay, very
Ma'am, A
good.
part will be the answer.
And is this reason also correct for the first statement?
Yes, ma'am. It is.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am.
the reason is also correct.
Ma'am,
Yes.
so the answer would be A part.
Which is the best
Ma'am,
option?
A part.
Yes,
Both A and
A
R are
part.
true.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
A
A
part,
part.
both A and R are true, and R is the
Both
correct
A and
explanation
R are
of A.
true.
A statement is true, R statement is true, and also the reason is true. So we will choose the best option here as A. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Clear.
ma'am.
Do that.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am.
The third assertion statement says, parenchyma tissue makes the plant flexible and provides tensile strength. Is it correct?
Ma'am, it's true.
Parenchyma tissue,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
It is
ma'am.
true.
It's
they
correct.
make the plants flexible and they give mechanical support to the plant. So this
Strength.
statement is true. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. It is true.
Yes,
And
ma'am. It's
see
true.
the reason statement. Cell wall of parenchyma cells are irregularly thickened with cellulose and pectin. Is it true?
Ma'am, it is true.
Ma'am, it is also.
Yes,
Ma'am,
children?
it's true.
Is this statement true? Yes,
Yes,
they
ma'am.
are irregularly thickened at the corners. Padha tha na? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Padha tha.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
statement is also true. Okay, then
Yes, ma'am.
they are talking about the parenchyma cells. They are flexible and provide tensile strength because they have thick cellulose deposition, pectin deposition at different corners of the cells. So that is why they are able to give mechanical strength to the plant. Is it clear? So the reason also seems correct for the assertion statement. Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, option A, both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of option.
So for this also, option A seems to be the best option. Okay? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you understood,
Yes,
children?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
में आ रहा है?
Yes, ma'am. आ रहा है.
Yes, ma'am.
Mustafa,
Yes, ma'am.
Angel, all their videos are, camera is off. I don't know what they are up to.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the problem they are facing? Why they go behind the camera? If your intentions are not, right, then only you are doing all these things. Otherwise, children who think, who are thinking, who have thinking mind, they want to make eye contact with the teachers. But it is very sad that some of the children, they don't understand. Next, see the fill in the blanks, very easy ones. Quick answer I want.
Ma'am,
Husk of
sclerenchyma tissue.
coconut is,
Parenchyma
Ma'am,
tissue.
sclerenchyma tissue.
husk is a dead cell, no children? The husk of the
Yes, ma'am.
coconut is a dead cell, so it is a sclerenchyma tissue, okay? So
Clarity.
the word sclerenchyma
Yes, ma'am.
is fit here, okay? Name the tissue present in the brain, that all of you know. What is the tissue present?
Nervous
Ma'am,
tissue.
nervous tissue.
Ma'am, nervous tissue.
Tissue, very good. Why are skeletal muscles known as striated muscles? Why do you think that we
And
call
because they are
And because
voluntary
they are
and attached to
hard
bones
and
and help
rigid.
in body movement.
We can move when we want
because
to
they
them.
have
And because they are attached to bones and help in body movement, and they are also voluntary muscles.
because they are attached to the bones, so they are called skeletal muscles. But have you read the question carefully? The question is asking you, why are skeletal muscles known as striated muscles? If the question
Ma'am, because they
had,
help in body
listen,
movement.
just listen.
Ma'am, because
Had
these
the
muscles
question
move when we
been-
want them to move.
Listen here. Had the question been why are striated muscles called skeletal muscles, then you would give that answer. But here they are asking other way round. They are asking you, why are skeletal muscles known as striated muscles?
And may I answer?
Yes,
Ma'am, may I?
yes.
And because when skeletal
because-
muscles
One person
These
at
are
a
the
time.
muscles.
I had asked Akshat
emotion.
first. So Akshat speak.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, because when skeletal muscles are seen under a microscope, they show dark and light bands, which are there in striated muscles. So skeletal muscles are known as striated muscles.
Yes, those band, very good, very nice. You know, children, those light and dark band, they are called as striations. Okay, they are called as striations. वो band है ना, उसी को striations बोला जाता है. So on that, because they are showing in their structure light and dark alternately protein bands, so they are called as, they show striations, so they are called striated muscles. Okay, so this is the
Yes, ma'am.
which reason for this question. Is it clear? So have you all
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
have you understood how to go about
Yes, ma'am.
how to do revision also very minutely? That
Yes,
means,
ma'am.
see here children, the type of questions
Yes,
that
ma'am.
are asked, questions appear to be simple, one word answer, at most one sentence answer you have to give, but your answer needs deep thinking, and deep thinking will come to you only through knowledge, in the background of knowledge that you are carrying in your mind. And how will you acquire knowledge? By reading the book thoroughly, whatever we have discussed in the class, those things, plus reading the book, your textbooks thoroughly, word by word, not once, not twice, many times. So when you keep on reading, understanding widens and information gets stored in your mind. Okay, that helps when you sit down for solving questions, those reflect in your mind. So that is why I am repeatedly requesting you to kindly read. When you are coming for revision, repeatedly read the chapter and then sit and discuss. So if you skip 1 or 2 points through discussion, that will be highlighted. So in this way, your preparation will be better. Okay? Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are
Yes,
things
ma'am.
clear to you? Now short questions practice.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Because the time is almost over. So I will stop here. Okay? Okay, nice. So next time we will do short questions. Tomorrow, which paper you have got?
Ma'am, no
Ma'am,
paper.
tomorrow is
Ma'am,
10th
not
class.
tomorrow, ma'am.
Yes,
We
day
have
We
after
have
tomorrow.
from 10.
Starting for you, it is not a paper. So, okay. All the best for your exams. Okay.